Hi, I'm Tess Fire and I am the Clinical Audit Assistant at Leeds and York Partnerships Foundation Trust. This video aims to give you a basic understanding of how you can improve your current practice by carrying out a clinical audit in our trust. Our team can support you in order for your audit to be as successful as possible. First off, what is clinical audit? Clinical audit is a simple, four-step process of looking at your practice and asking, what should we be doing? Are we doing it? If not, how can we improve? Why is clinical audit important? Clinical audit can help you and your service to improve the quality of patient care. Audits can also help improve service delivery and patient outcomes, promote and enable expected practice, provide opportunities for education and training, build relationships between clinicians, clinical teams, managers and patients. Who is responsible for clinical audits? The Trust considers the main responsibility for auditing and clinical audit care lies with the clinicians who provide that care. However, our amazing team are here to support you along the way and provide advice. Clinical audit can be described as a cycle comprising of 4 stages. Planning. This is where you will establish the topic, standards, aim and objectives and methodology for your audit. Measuring your service performance against your chosen standards from the planning stage through data collection and analysis. Implementing changes, presenting, reporting and agreeing an action plan. And finally, monitoring to sustain improvement and re-audit. The final, most rewarding stage, which will reveal how your service has since improved since stage 1. Let us now tell you about each stage in more detail. Stage 1. Preparation and planning. We recommend that you contact us to discuss your project before registration so we can help you to assess how long it will take you to do your project, what support you will need, who can support you, and so we can provide guidance and the relevant documentation for your project. During this stage, you must discuss the proposed audit topic with your line manager, educational supervisor, and obtain their agreement and support for the work. Otherwise, you'll be going AWOL. All clinical audit projects must be registered with us before data collection commences. You can do this by submitting a clinical audit registration form. To formally register the project with us, found on the website in our audit toolkit, details at the end of the film. Once your registration form is received by our team, a facilitator will contact you to discuss and approve your audit tool and method, clarify the amount of support you would like for your project. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And next, I'd like to introduce you to Charlotte, who will talk you through the next stages.
Hi, I'm Charlotte and I'm going to discuss the next stages of clinical audit. Stage 2, measuring your service performance. This stage involves collecting data so you can measure your current performance. Be aware, data collected must relate only to your audit and the questions listed on the audit tool. Staff and patient confidentiality must be respected. You, the project lead, must ensure patient identifiable information is stored separately as it cannot be used as part of the audit. How can our team help you? Our fantastic team can support you at this stage by inputting and analysing the data. Stage 3. Implementing changes. Once you have completed stages 1 and 2, you will be ready to discuss the results of your audit with other staff and managers in your service to review the findings and any risks identified. An agreement should then be reached about the recommendations for change, and these are recorded in an action plan. This plan contains information on who has agreed to do what and by when. Each action needs an appointed individual. Make sure you ask for their consent. Actions should be smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and with a timescale. Your action plan needs to be approved by the relevant clinical lead, service manager, supervisor, or multidisciplinary team. How can our team help you? Well, at this stage, we can provide you with a report and action plan template. in order to aid you, the project lead, with writing up your audit. We are also happy to give you action planning ideas. We monitor the progress and completion of action plans and report to the relevant clinical governance groups. Stage 4, sustaining improvement and re-audit. Once all the actions have been implemented, a second cycle of audit is needed to actually determine whether the actions from stage 3 have worked. It is the responsibility of the previous project lead or supervisor and clinical governance group to ensure that a re-audit takes place within 6 to 12 months of any changes in practice, so you can see how your actions have made an impact long term. How can our team help you? We will send out a reminder when your re-audit is to begin. We hope this has improved your understanding of clinical audit. Our full procedure can be found in the policies section of StaffNet, which is a more in-depth guide. If you have any other questions, please contact the clinical audit team. Best of luck with your project.